Everyone around the world has experienced discrimination, whether it is because of their age, gender, or race. Discrimination is defined as treating someone unfairly because of their sex, religion, or appearance. Discrimination can occur at any time or place, as approximately 28,550 cases of complaints are filed for discrimination at workplace. 1 in 2 women experience discrimination when they are pregnant or they return from their parental leave. Sex discrimination is when a person is treated less favorably than a person of the opposite sex would be treated in the same or similar circumstances. Many women, like Julianne, experienced this, especially when they were about to go on their maternity leave or when they returned from their leave. Julianne was a hard-working tax accountant who had worked in the company for 6 years as the star of the company. However, once she informed her boss about her pregnancy, she was being ignored in her office and all her colleagues except one friend stopped talking to her. She was emotionally harassed, especially when she was shown how easily they could replace her. Moreover, when she returned from her leave, she was placed at the reception after being told that her office had been taken over by others. There are various ways in which we can prevent discrimination, especially sex discrimination, from occurring not only at workplace but also within communities and friends. Before discrimination actually occurs at work, certain rules and regulations must be discussed. There are 5 main ways in which you can prevent discrimination at work, especially with women like Julianne. Number 1. Discrimination in treating all employees the same. Be fair and consistent in a way you treat all employees the same. Make sure that policies in your employee handbook are up to date and are being followed exactly the same for everyone. Number 2. Have the person who hired the employee fire the employee. The theory behind this step is that if the person willingly hired a woman, person of race, or a certain religion, it is improbable that the same person could later be accused of discrimination. Have someone who's in the management who will not gossip present while having the meeting with the employee. Number 3. Company policies. Attack the uncomfortable topic of harassment and sexual harassment in your employee handbook. Be clear about what is considered harassment and sexual harassment and what the consequences are for any employee found violating this policy. Number 4. Training. It is extremely imperative to properly train all interviewers and managers to be familiar with discrimination laws. This will help ensure that during an interview or meeting between a manager and a current employee, subjects that can be construed as discriminating will not be approached. Number 5. When hiring, stick to job requirements. Make all hiring decisions based on the requirements of the specific job and no other reason. Be sure to select the person that best fits those requirements and that you will feel will be the best asset to your company. Do not take account into any other outside factors that may lead to discrimination. If by chance discrimination does take place, then you should definitely follow the 5 following steps. Number 1. Inform trusted people like your family and friends and seek for advice. Number 2. Be aware of your rights and the law about discrimination and what is legal and illegal. Number 3. Be assertive and face your fear. Go and tell your boss or your colleague about what they're doing is illegal and they may have to face consequences if they do not stop now. Number 4. If the scenario gets worse, then file a complaint against your company at the Anti-Discrimination Board. Number 5. Raise awareness about the discrimination so in future people are more educated and they will stop following the stereotypical positions at work. To make people more aware, you can also get involved with social organizations that prevents discrimination from taking place. Discrimination is wrong and it should not be tolerated. As Nelson Mandela says, no one is born hating another person because of the color of his skin or his background or his religion. People learn to hate, and if they can learn to hate, they can be taught to love, for love comes more naturally to the human heart than its opposite. Thank you very much for watching, and stop discrimination from happening.